Every champion was once a nobody. Every legend began as someone the world overlooked. Before the glory, before the recognition, there was only struggle, a quiet war between who they were and who they wanted to become. You see, success doesn't arrive with applause. It begins in silence, in the moments no one else witnesses. It's built in the early mornings when the world is asleep, in the late nights when doubt tries to crawl inside your head. It's forged through pain, sharpened by failure, and sealed by resilience. There comes a time when the dream feels too far, when the climb feels endless, and every step forward seems to push you back two more. That's the breaking point. That's where most people stop. But those who rise, they push through that moment. They look at the pain and say, "You will not define me." Every person who ever achieved greatness stood at the edge of quitting, the edge of surrender, and made a choice. They burned. They chose to fight one more round. They chose to believe when everything told them not to. They chose to keep moving when their bodies screamed enough. The difference between failure and success isn't talent, it isn't luck, it's endurance. through Swiss. It's the refusal to quit. It's the decision to keep going long after the feeling of motivation has left you. Because motivation fades, discipline doesn't. You won't always feel ready. You won't always feel strong. There will be days when everything inside you says, why keep going? And that's when you remind yourself, because quitting guarantees one thing: you'll never know what could have been. You'll never see the view from the top if you stop climbing halfway. The truth is, life will test you. It will push you to your limits and beyond. It will ask, how bad do you want it? And your answer can't be words. It must be action. It must be the sweat on your skin, the fire in your eyes, the refusal to surrender no matter how hard it gets. When the obstacles come, and they will, remember how you started. Remember the vision that kept you awake at night, the dream that set your soul on fire. That dream was given to you for a reason. It's yours, but it demands something in return. It demands sacrifice. It demands persistence. It demands your all. You were not born to settle. You were not created to live an average life. There's something inside you, something powerful, something unbreakable that refuses to die, even when life tries to bury it. That's your potential. That's your spirit calling you to rise. Every time you think about quitting, understand this: quitting doesn't make the pain disappear. It only makes the pain permanent. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. So when the road gets dark, when the struggle feels unbearable, when the voice inside whispers, maybe it's not meant for me, silence it. Replace it with, I will not stop until I win. The world doesn't owe you success. No one will hand it to you. But if you are willing to fight for it, if you're willing to sweat, bleed, and rise again after every fall, there is nothing you can't achieve. You don't need approval. You don't need permission. All you need is a decision. The decision to commit completely, to give everything you have, and to never look back. Because once you decide that quitting is not an option, the universe moves in your favor. Once you decide to keep going no matter what, life eventually bends to your will. There will come a day when you look back at every hardship, every sleepless night, every tear, and you'll understand. It was preparing you. It was shaping you. It was teaching you to rise when most would fall. So don't fear the struggle. Embrace it. Don't run from pain. Use it. Let it drive you. Let it remind you that you're alive, that you're capable, that you're built for more. This is not the time to quit. This is the time to rise, because success belongs to the talented. It belongs to the relentless. The world remembers those who refuse to give up when everyone else did. And one day that will be your story, not because it was easy, but because you refused to stop until you succeeded. Discipline is the invisible bridge between dreams and reality. It's the quiet force that stands when motivation has vanished, when excitement has faded, and when no one is watching. It's not glamorous. It's not loud, But it's the reason some rise while others remain stuck in the same place year after year. Everyone wants success until they see what it demands. Eber, because discipline doesn't ask politely. It demands sacrifice. It asks you to wake up when you'd rather sleep. Ebrew, it asks you to keep moving when your body begs for rest. It asks you to trade comfort for growth and excuses for action. Eber, and that's why so few endure it, because the pain of discipline is real. It burns, it breaks you down, it challenges every weakness you try to hide. But beneath that pain, there's transformation. Beneath that struggle, there's strength being built one rep, one decision, one small act of consistency at a time. You cannot cheat discipline. You cannot fake it. It shows up in the results of your life, in your habits, in your focus, in your ability to keep going long after the thrill is gone. Motivation may get you started, but only discipline will finish the job. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up. Days when your mind says you've done enough. But those are the days that separate the average from the exceptional. Because discipline is not about doing it when it's easy. It's about doing it when it's hard. The truth is, every great achievement comes with a price tag of discomfort. Aber, if you want to lead, you must first learn to serve. If you want victory, you must first learn to sacrifice. And if you want to succeed, you must first be willing to suffer through the process that molds you into something greater. The pain of discipline is temporary. It's the sting of effort, the ache of growth, the fatigue of persistence. But it fades, and in its place comes pride, confidence, and freedom. Regret, on the other hand, doesn't fade. See, it haunts you. It's the voice that whispers, you could have done more, could have been more. So when you feel that burn, when the effort feels unbearable, remind yourself, this pain is not punishment, it's preparation. Every moment you endure it, you're building a foundation that no one can take from you. Discipline isn't the enemy. It's your ally, your armor, your advantage in a world full of distraction and doubt. Hebrew, look around. Most people give up not because they lack ability, but because they lack consistency. Hebrew, they want the reward without the routine. They want the results without the repetition. But success doesn't bow to desire, it bows to discipline. When you wake up early, when you push yourself past your limits, when you choose effort over ease, you're not just training your body, you're aiming in your will. You're teaching yourself to follow through on what you said you would do long after the feeling in which you said it has passed. That's what separates those who talk about success from those who live it. You will fall, you will fail, you will feel exhausted. But discipline doesn't require perfection, only persistence. It doesn't demand that you win every battle, only that you never stop fighting. Because discipline isn't about never slipping. It's about never staying down. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you take one step closer to mastery. Every time you show up despite fatigue, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than you thought. Every time you finish what you start, even when no one's watching, you become the kind of person success cannot ignore. And when you finally reach that moment, when the results begin to show, when the reward arrives, you'll realize something powerful. The pain of discipline was never your enemy. It was your greatest ally. It shaped your character. It strengthened your resolve. It built the foundation for everything you now hold. So the next time you're tired, the next time you want to quit, remember this. The pain you feel today is the price for the strength you'll need tomorrow. Every second you endure, every ounce of effort you give, it's writing your legacy in silence. Stay consistent. Stay focused. Stay hungry. Abe Berkey, because the pain of discipline will fade, but the pride of victory will last forever. The hardest fight you will ever face will not be against another person. It will be against yourself. It's not the world that breaks most people. It's their own mind. Because the real battle doesn't happen in the gym, in the field, or on the stage. It happens in silence, between your ears, in those moments when doubt whispers louder than belief. Your mind is a battlefield. One side wishes you forward, whispering, "You can do this." Oh. Another side pulls you back, reminding you of ever. Why failure, every fear, every reason you should stop trying. In every single day, you have to choose which side wins. The truth is, most people lose not because they're weak, but because they surrender to the voice of fear. They listen when it says, "You're not ready." They obey when it says, "You'll never make it." They let that voice become their truth. And that's how dreams die. Not from defeat, but from silence. But there's another voice inside you. It's quieter. It doesn't shout. It doesn't beg for attention. It's the voice of strength. The one that says, "Keep going." It's the voice that refuses to give up, no matter how heavy the weight, no matter how deep the struggle. That's the voice you must feed. That's the voice you must trust. Because when the battle begins inside your mind, the one who wins is the one who refuses to listen to fear. Despite doubt, watch me. Every time you push through fear, you weaken its grip. Every time you act despite doubt, you build confidence. And every time you silence that voice that says, "Quit," you take one step closer to the life you were meant to live. Understand this. The greatest prison is not built of walls or bars. It's built of excuses, hesitation, and self-doubt. It's built every time you tell yourself, "Maybe later." Every time you say, "I'm not ready." Every time you choose safety over growth. But the moment you choose to confront that voice, to break that chain, to say, "Enough," that's the moment you become unstoppable. The world can throw obstacles your way, but none of them are stronger than a focused mind. When your thoughts align with your purpose, no challenge can destroy you. The storm may rage, the road may twist, but your mind, disciplined and determined, will guide you through it. You must learn to master yourself, because self-mastery is the foundation of all success. You can conquer cities, build empires, win trophies, but if you haven't conquered your own mind, you will always be a prisoner of your emotions. There will be days when doubt feels louder than hope. There will be moments when you question if you're strong enough, smart enough, good enough. But in those moments, remember, the mind can be trained just like the body. Every thought is a repetition. Every belief is a habit. And what you repeat becomes who you are. Feed your focus, starve your fears. Don't let temporary feelings make permanent decisions. Feelings fade. Regret lasts. You'll never silence any negative thought, but you can outwork them. You can drown them with action, one disciplined step at a time. Action kills doubt. Action builds momentum, and momentum destroys fear. So when that voice inside starts telling you to stop, answer back. Say, "I've come too far to quit now. I'm not who I used to be." Say, "This pain is not my end, it's my beginning." Every day, you wake up and fight the battle within, you grow stronger. You train your mind to focus when it wants to drift, to persevere when it wants to surrender. And eventually you realize that success was never about the obstacles outside. It was always about the discipline inside. The battle within never disappears. It evolves. But so do you. And the more you fight, the sharper your will becomes. The more you endure, the calmer your mind becomes. Until one day you wake up and realize you are no longer at war with yourself. You are in command of yourself. That's when everything changes. That's when the outside world starts to bend in your favor. Because a person who has mastered their own mind can never be broken. They are unshakable, unmovable, unstoppable. So fight the battle within every single day. Eber, because victory doesn't come from conquering the world, it comes from conquering yourself. Everything begins in the mind. Eber, before you ever take a step, lift a weight, or chase a dream, it all starts with a thought. Eber, because the mind is the architect of your reality. It shapes how you see, how you act, and how far you go. If your mind believes you're beaten, no amount of strength will save you. If your mind believes you're unworthy, no amount of success will fulfill you. But when your mind is locked in, when it believes without question, there is nothing you cannot overcome. Mindset isn't just thinking positively, it's thinking powerfully. Oh, bro. It's the ability to see possibility where others see limitation. It's the decision to respond with faith instead of fear. It's understanding that life doesn't happen to you. It happens through you. Every thought you hold has weight. Every belief you repeat becomes a seed planted in the soil of your soul. And what you feed that soil, doubt or determination, fear or faith, will determine what kind of life grows from it. Your mind can be your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. If you let it dwell on excuses, it will build. If you teach it focus, if you teach it focus and resilience, it will build bridges. Because mindset is not something you are born with. It's something you build every single day through what you allow and what you reject. The truth is, most people never lose to the world. They lose to their own thinking. They tell themselves, I can't, and the mind obeys. They say, it's too hard, and the mind shuts down. But when you train your thoughts to say, I can, I will, I must, the mind finds a way to make it happen. The body follows the mind. For your actions follow your beliefs. So before you try to change your circumstances, you must first change your mindset. Because no external progress can survive an internal weakness. You see, mindset is the lens through which you see the world. If the lens is clouded with fear, you'll find reasons to quit. If it's sharpened by clarity and purpose, you'll find reasons to keep going. The same storm that breaks one person becomes the reason another grows stronger. And it's OT because the storm was different, but because the mindset was. Everyday life gives you two choices, A.B. Barker, to focus on what's missing or to focus on what's possible, to see problems or to see potential. The direction you choose determines your destiny. It's easy to let your mind drift toward doubt. It's easy to believe the negative voices that say you'll never make it. But ease is the enemy of growth. The ones who rise are the ones who train their minds to stay strong when everything around them falls apart. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it becomes. When you think you can't do one more thing, do it anyway. Not just for your body, but for your belief system. Because every time you push beyond comfort, you prove to your mind that you're capable of more. And eventually, your mind starts to believe it. Confidence isn't magic, it's repetition. Courage isn't luck, it's mental conditioning. And success isn't destiny, it's mindset multiplied by cons. Instancy. Protect your thoughts. Feed your focus. Don't let negativity live rent-free in your head. Because what you dwell on, you empower. If you constantly replay failure, you program fear. If you constantly envision victory, you program success. There will be days when your mind tries to betray you, when it whispers, you retired, you're done, it's over. That's when you must speak louder. That's when you must reprogram your own thinking and remind yourself, I'm built for this. I've come too far to stop now. I will finish what I started. Mindset is what turns obstacles into opportunities. It's what transforms failure into fuel. It's what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. The people who rise to greatness aren't the ones who never doubt. They're the ones who don't stay there. They replace fear with focus. They they replace hesitation with movement. Ibra, they replace negativity with purpose. Your thoughts are the foundation of your future. Ibra, so guard them, shape them, strengthen them. How? Because the moment your mindset aligns with your mission, everything changes. You'll begin to see solutions where you once saw problems. Ibra, you'll begin to feel energy where you once felt exhaustion. And you'll begin to realize that nothing outside of you was ever holding you back. It was your own belief that you couldn't. So decide today, right now, to take control of your mind, to stop living in the shadow of doubt and step into the light of possibility. Because when your mindset is unshakable, your potential is unstoppable. And that's the power of the mind. It doesn't just predict your future, it creates it. Greatness always has a price. It never goes on sale. It's never discounted. It's never handed out. You pay for it with every ounce of energy, every moment of focus, every drop of sweat. And the payment is due every single day. Everyone says they want success until they see what it costs. Because greatness doesn't just ask for effort. It asks for everything. It asks for your time, your comfort, your patience, and sometimes your peace. It demands sacrifices that others aren't willing to make. It asks you to trade sleep for vision, pleasure for purpose, distraction for discipline. You can't reach the top while holding on to what keeps you average. You can't chase greatness while clinging to comfort. You can't become who you're meant to be while staying who you are. There's a loneliness that comes with chasing something higher. Because when you set your sights on greatness, not everyone will understand. They'll question your drive. They'll call you obsessed. They'll say you've changed, and they'll be right. Higher, because growth changes you. Purpose changes you. Hunger changes you. The path to great sitting in the small places when you're built for something vast. The path to greatness is narrow. Few walk it because it's paved with sacrifice. You'll lose friends who don't share your fire. You'll lose comfort zones that once felt safe. You'll lose the illusion that success comes easy. But in losing those things, you gain something far more powerful: clarity, strength, and the unbreakable will to keep going. There's no way around the struggle. The mountain doesn't move for you. You climb it. The pain doesn't pause for you. You endure it. And the dream doesn't wait for you. You chase it every late night, early morning, every time you choose a hard thing instead of the easy one. That's the cost. And every time you pay it, you're investing in the person you're becoming. Understand this. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. It whispers lies that make you settle. It tells you you've done enough when you haven't even scratched the surface. It convinces you to stop climbing, to stay safe, to live small. But comfort never creates change. Only struggle does. There will be moments when you question if it's worth it, when the sacrifices pile up, when the weight feels unbearable, when success still seems miles away. And that's when you must remember the struggle is proof that you're on the right path. Because if it were easy, everyone would do it. If it were painless, it wouldn't be greatness. Greatness demands patience, the kind that endures failure after failure without giving up. It demands courage, the kind that stands tall when fear screams the loudest. And it demands faith, the kind that believes long before results appear. You must be willing to give up the temporary for the eternal. To give up the immediate reward for the lasting legacy. To trade what's convenient for what's meaningful. There's no shortcut, no secret formula. You have to work when others rest. You have to believe when others doubt. You have to keep pushing when others quit. That's the cost, and it's not measured in money or fame. It's measured in endurance, sacrifice, and relentless focus. But here's the truth most people never hear. The cost is heavy, but the reward is priceless. Because when you've given everything, when you fought every battle and refuse to surrender, that's when you earn something no one can take away from you. You earn pride. You earn peace. You earn the power of knowing you didn't give up when life tried to break you. And when you finally reach the top, when you look back at everything you endured, you'll realize it was never about the reward at all. It was about who you became in the process. It was about the discipline you built, the resilience you forged, and the strength you discovered inside yourself. So yes, greatness is expensive. It costs you sleep. It costs you comfort. It costs you time. Regret costs more. Regret costs your peace. Regret costs your potential. Regret costs the life you could have lived. So pay the price now. Endure the pain now. Sacrifice what you must. Because one day when you stand in your victory, you'll know every drop of sweat, every lonely night, every test of faith was worth it. The cost of greatness is high, but the value of becoming you unstoppable is beyond measure. There comes a moment in every journey when everything inside you is tested. Your patience, your strength, your faith. Life will hit you harder than any opponent ever could. It will strip you down, take everything you thought you needed, and ask one question: how bad do you want it? This is the moment that separates those who wish from those who will. Because when life knocks you to your knees, you have two choices: stay down or rise. And every time you rise, every time you push through, when there's nothing left to give, you prove something powerful. You cannot be broken. The unbreakable spirit isn't born in comfort. Dead gone when giving up felt like the only option. But you're still here. And that means there's something inside you that's stronger than anything life has thrown your way. You are proof that resilience is real. You are proof that strength doesn't come from what you win. It comes from what you endure. Every scar you carry tells a story, not of weakness, but of survival. Those scars mean you face pain and refuse to let it define you. They mean you fell, but you didn't stay down. The unbreakable spirit is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about standing tall after being shattered. It's about smiling at tears, fighting after the losses, and believing after the heartbreak. Because true strength isn't built when everything is easy. It's built when everything is falling apart and you still choose to move forward. Life will test you. It will break pieces off of you. But those broken pieces are what make you whole. They're what give you depth, wisdom, and pose. They're what separates you from the person you used to be. You see, pain doesn't destroy you. It reveals you. It strips away the illusion and shows you what you're really made of. It's easy to talk about resilience when the skies are clear. But the real test comes in the storm. When your dreams are crumbling, when everything feels out of reach, when all you have left is belief. That's when you find your true self. And once you face the storm, once you've looked fear in the eye and kept walking, something changes inside you. You realize that no setback can stop you. No failure can define you. No obstacle can break you. Because you've already been through the fire and you're still standing. That's the power of the unbreakable spirit. It doesn't avoid pain, it uses it. It doesn't fear failure, it learns from it. It doesn't seek comfort, it seeks growth. Because deep down, it knows that every challenge, every trial, every dark night is shaping a stronger, wiser, more powerful version of you. When the world doubts you, your spirit must believe harder. When the world turns its back, your spirit must step forward. When everything around you falls apart, your spirit must rise and say, I am not done. There's a strength that comes only from struggle, a calm that comes only after chaos. You develop it by surviving what should have broken you. And once you've built that kind of strength, you realize you no longer need to prove anything. You are your own proof. You are not defined by what you've lost. You are defined by what you've overcome. And every time you keep moving, every time you choose to fight instead of fold, you remind the world that resilience lives here, inside you. So, No matter how many times you fall, rise again. No matter how heavy the weight feels, carry it. Hebrew, no matter how impossible it seems, keep going. Because the spirit that refuses to break is the spirit that changes everything. When your mind says, I can't, your heart must. Answer, watch me. Oh, when life says you're finished, your soul must whisper, I'm just beginning. Hebrew, that's what it means to be unbreakable. Hebrew, you don't wait for strength, you build it. You don't wait for hope, you create it. Hebrew, you don't wait for the storm to pass, you learn to walk through it. And when you do, you stand tall after everything tried to bring you down. You'll realize something powerful. Hebrew, you were never broken, you were being built. This is your time. Hebrew, not tomorrow, not someday, now. This is the moment that will define you. The moment you stop wishing, stop waiting, and start doing. Because the world doesn't wait for anyone. Opportunity doesn't knock twice, and greatness only reveals itself to those who are bold enough to chase it.
You've heard the truth. You've felt the fire. You've seen the cost.
Now it's time to decide. Will you rise or will you remain the same? Every second you hesitate, doubt grows stronger. Hebrew, every moment you delay, the dream drifts further awa. You can't change your past, but you can rewrite your future, starting now. The decision you make today will echo for a lifetime. Hebrew, you've already survived the pain. You've endured the struggle. You've faced storms that would have broken someone else. But you didn't come this far just to stop here. You didn't fight darkness just to stay in the shadows. Hebrew, you came this far to finish. You came this far to win, so stand up. Fabre, stand up for your dream. Hebrew, we stand up for your purpose. Hebrew, we stand up for the person you were meant to be. Because the world doesn't need another quitter. It needs someone who refuses to give up no matter what. You have power inside you that you haven't even touched yet. Hebrew, you have potential that fear tried to bury but never could. Every challenge you face has been preparing you for this very moment. Hebrew, you are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be to begin again. Stronger, wiser, and ready. Hebrew, T-side you saying, keep going. That's your future calling you forward. Don't answer it. Don't let fear be louder than your faith. Don't let comfort be stronger than your calling. Yes, the road will be hard. Yes, the climb will hurt, but pain fades. Pride lasts forever. And the moment you give everything, the moment you refuse to quit, the moment you decide that enough is enough, that's when transformation happens. Hebrew, that's when ordinary becomes extraordinary. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for motivation. TBR, act now, move now. The world doesn't reward intention. It rewards execution. Hebrew, no one will believe in your dream until you do. No one will fight for your vision unless you fight first. Hebrew, so stop overthinking, stop doubting, start moving. There will never be a perfect time. Hebrew, there will never be a clear path. There will only ever be you, standing at the edge of everything you've ever wanted, deciding whether to leap or stay where it's safe. And deep down, you already know what you need to do. Abraham, leap. Abraham, chase it. Rebuild it. Burn it. Live it. Because one day you'll look back and realize this was the moment that changed everything. Not because someone gave you a chance, but because you took one. Not because the path was easy, but because you refused to stop walking. Hebrew, you have what it takes. You have the heart, the strength, the fire. You have everything you need to rise. All that's missing is your decision, so make it. Hebrew, make a decision that no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you fall, you will not quit until you succeed. Because success doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to relentless. To the discipline, to the ones who keep moving forward, even when everything inside them says, stop. Boss, God, this is your Hebrew, your legacy. so right. Step into your greatness. Hey, brother, and don't stop. Not until you become everything you were meant to be.